As the Denver Broncos and New England Patriots get set for their wild card kickoff, NFL people all around the world are taking their picks on who they see winning. The New England Patriots tend to edge out the Denver Broncos because one of the big advantages they have is their coaching staff. Bill Belichick has a remarkable record inside the playoffs, while Vic Fangio has an okay one. No one really knows what to expect out of this young Denver Broncos team, and everyone has questions about this great New England team as well. All they know is Vic Fangio doesn't have anywhere near as much experience as Bill Belichick, but the Denver Broncos team seems to be playing better. Who will win this Week 1 matchup in the wild card, and who will get sent home early? A team we've already played once this year, and we beat 48-21, I believe. But it's gonna be a tough matchup. They have the coaching advantage most definitely. The Patriots always have the coaching advantage, but it's a team I feel like we can beat. There's not really much to talk about. We've been through everything before. We got to look at Stephon Gilmore. We got to worry about Cam Newton, and just this overall good defense that the New England Patriots bring. You guys have been hitting the 10-like threshold, so you guys have been getting these videos out every day, so I appreciate that. I'm also letting you guys know that I'm going to be bringing a new series to this channel, hopefully on Mondays, kind of like Sunday football review, just kind of going over some of the games. We're going to touch on the Cowboys a lot. We'll touch on the Broncos a lot because I know a lot of my subscribers are Broncos fans. So we'll touch on those two teams because my favorite team and your guys' favorite team. And then we'll just go through the NFL and kind of talk about how I think things are shaping out and just a thing. I might also touch on them after Monday Night Football and as well as Thursday Night Football. So we'll see. I might keep those videos for when you guys don't hit the 10 to 15 like threshold, but for now we're just going out with this. So I think we're set to kick off. We already went through the stats and everything. It's just all about getting in here to this wild card game and getting set. So let's do it, and maybe we can make it to the divisional. Uh-oh, boys, it's our first weather game of the year. We got the snow in here, and it's going to be a fun one. I did also want to say, if we do not make it to the Super Bowl, I want to know if you guys want to see an episode on the Pro Bowl. I think it'd be kind of cool just to, obviously it wouldn't be like a huge thing. It might be like a part of the off-season episode, you know, but I'll see if I could do it. If not this year, we might do it next year, but we're ready. Field looks cold, but the field looks good. Cam Newton's out here, and so is Drew Lock. We're gonna see what we could do. Let's get right into it, and we'll see if we're kicking off or receiving. It's gonna be so tough to see, but let's go into it. Here we are. EA Sports presenting. Looks like we're kicking off to start. Let's hope the defense can get going. 6-mile-per-hour winds. Nothing shy of fast. And it looks like it's going to be need to start off the game. Let's see how Cam Newton's season went. We'll watch him walk out here onto the field and see what his stats were like. Cam Newton, holy crap, he had a good year. I believe Cam Newton's actually the MVP of the league. So we're facing the MVP too. I forgot about that one. Looks like the weather is already getting to both teams as James White slips there on 3rd and 2nd, forcing an incompletion and a 3rd down. 2nd and 6, I think that's what I said. Looks like a good pass there from Newton, though, on the run in the snow. Gets the 1st down to Julian Edelman, and they're already at midfield. Von Miller gets into the backfield, forcing a 2-yard loss and a 3rd and 8. It's going to be hard to kick field goals in this weather, so we definitely want to force as many incompletions as possible. Force as many of those as possible. As Von Miller kind of breaks through, and we force a 4th down with a good pass rush from Von Miller as they bring the field goal team out. Like I said, it's going to be tough conditions to kick in today. So we want to force as many of these as possible, but it looks like it's on. But it's short. So we got ball at about midfield. That's what we need. It barely ends up short. And now out steps Drew Lock, our quarterback. if the game doesn't freeze, and it does not. Here he comes. I don't think it's going to show his stats, but we know how he did. Not a bad game, not a good game season. KJ Hamler didn't catch many passes in the regular season, but he's out here with the second catch for the team. As we got a 1st and goal from the 5, we're going to give the ball to Jackson here and let the speedster run up the gut. And he gets down to the 1. We're going to run it again. I think we just run all while we're down here every single play. Looks like they're stacking the line, which we can expect here on the goal line. But it's not going to matter. Melvin Gordon gets in for the first score of this wild card game, taking the 7-0 lead and almost earning Truz. It was a good block, good vision by Melvin Gordon. 7-0 to start this game. That's exactly what we needed if we're going to want to win this wild card game. We got a 3rd and 2 from the 39 for the New England Patriots. Not going to be able to get a run shed, but we do get a big hit, forcing a 4th down. If I'm them, I'm going for it. They're going for it. Smart play. You know Belichick's going to make the right decisions in this. So let's see here. Looks like they're going to run the clock out and now take the field goal. All right, maybe he's not making the right calls. We'll see if he can make this one, though. It would only put them down 3. It's running out of steam again. And it's short. Once again, the field goal struggles continue. And we might be playing a wild card game where the opposing team doesn't have a field goal kicker. Okay, we unfortunately have a 3rd and 8 here. Oh, we got Noah Fant. Can he get the 1st down? He does. Oh, Melvin Gordon gets a big hole and runs straight through it. That was a perfect play, perfect vision by Melvin Gordon. As we take a 2-score lead now. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves with the extra point. Thank you. I don't know what was going on with me the first one. We make this one, though, 13-0 to start off the game. Oh, we force a fumble on a big hit stick. At this rate, this game could be getting out of hand quickly as we take over at the 25 now. Jerry Jeudy gets down to the 3-yard line. Drew Lock is having an absolute flawless game, which is always nice to see here. We might hand this ball off to Melvin Gordon. Actually, no. I don't really want to run a draw on the goal line. Hit Hamler. Is that Hamler? It is, in the back of the end zone. Hopefully he got his feet down. But starting off strong. It's a booth review. I don't know if he got his feet down. It's going to be close. Let's check. Go into the booth with him. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, he got him down. Looks good to me. Drew Lock, 9 of 9 for a touchdown and 90 yards. Can't ask for much more out of your first ever playoff appearance. And we're up 20-0 in the second quarter. We look like we can run away with this game. Patriots are inside the 10 here. We're going to see what we could do. Looks like we get to stop the 1. Okay. Lee is hurt. And we are now in a situation that is not pleasant. Looks like they're going to be able to punch it in here before the end of the second half. They throw it. James White is wide open. And they get the touchdown. 20-7 is now the score. They're trying to mount a little bit of a comeback. I think they realize they need to throw the ball more than run the ball, because our run defense hasn't been very good recently. This game's going by very quickly, and they're only down 13 now. We will see if we can hit Jeudy, as he's going to be our best bet to get out of bounds, but we don't have anyone. Drew Lock has only thrown 2. They want us to kick the field goal right now? Okay. Sounds good. 61 in the wind. We're going to have to try. If we don't get this, they will have some distance, but we get it. Right down the middle. We take a 16-point lead. McManus has kind of got a boot. And now we will just kind of squib kick this. Well, not squib it, but kick it short so that they have to return. And now they will return and run timeout and not get a kick return. Thank you. He almost broke that. But we get ball at half. And we got a 16-point lead. This game is far from over. Cam Newton is having a great game. Drew Lock also having a great game. We just have to keep ahead of him and continue to score. I don't know why, but it looks like my mic is being very quiet, but it's not. Let's get into this game and continue to show what they're doing. Let's see the wild card stuff here. Us in New England. So we play either KC or Cleveland. I'd rather play Cleveland, obviously, but we have played good against KC. And so, yeah, we're ready to get into this. So let's do it. We've got a 3rd and 7 on their side of the field. See who we can hit. Oh, no. Oh, I got sacked out of field goal range. There wasn't anything there. We should have just thrown it away, but I had to get out of the tackle box. Not a very good play there by Drew Lock. As we now, instead of having a 19-point lead, we have a 16-point lead still. And we're just going to let this roll out. Touch it. Touch it. I dare you. 5-yard line. They got to go 95 yards, and they got to do it quick. Get them behind the line on 3rd and 5. I mean, on 2nd and 4 to force a 3rd and 5. Cam Newton here back to pass. Looks like we're getting some pass pressure, and we get the sack on the other side with Casey Von Miller, forcing Cam Newton to roll out. And we're going to get the ball. For a second there, it was looking kind of scary defensively, but it looks like we're fine now. And we're going to be able to get the ball back and hopefully get some points. Let's see here. We always catch the punts, no matter what. And 39-yard line. But it isn't looking good for the conversion. And we get hit as we throw. Jerry Jeudy gets the catch, but I mean, it just doesn't do much. He gets 4 yards, and it's time to punt the ball back and play some more defense. Hopefully the team can get out of here. We're going to boot this thing all the way down as far as we can and hope that it doesn't fly into the end zone, which it shouldn't. Can he get through there? He cannot. Oh, he fights. Julian Edelman gets a stiff arm, but second wave of tacklers comes in, and 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. We're still up 16. Simmons gets the pick on a bad throw from Newton. He won't be able to return it all the way, but we capitalize off the first mistake in the game by Cam. And we get it back to the 16. Drew Lock coming out here, just managing the game right now. He's just managing, being efficient, and not throwing interceptions. Know how much we like running when we're down here near the goal line, so we're going to do it again. And Melvin Gordon's going to get in, possibly sealing off this game with his 3rd rushing touchdown, having a huge game. Big plays. He's going to win AFC Offensive Player of the Year, and we're going to win the wild card game, which we predicted. You know, I said I do see us winning the wild card. I don't see us winning the divisional, but hey, hopefully we can. And it'll be a big gain for this organization, getting their first playoff win in a little bit, not too long, but their first playoff win under Drew Lock, and that's what's really important. Finally getting to see what he looks like in the playoffs after just his second season in the league, and he looks good. And this is a big play in the game, this and the next, if they don't get this. But they don't get it. Todd Davis, or is that our rookie? I couldn't tell, but it's a 4th and 6 now after the pass deflection. And we're going to hope we can stop him. Looks like they're audibling into something else. Might have to watch Julian Edelman. Von Miller dancing. No, incomplete. We get the pass defense. And now we just have to run the ball. 3rd and 6 after 2 runs. Don't get us too much room, but like I said, I'm just trying to waste the clock out. At worst, we can hit Judy on a little drag here, and maybe he can pick it up. We got Albert O. Gets hit as we throw. And we're giving the ball back to New England now, but that's fine. We wasted 2 minutes. Can't really ask much more from the team. We're just trying to play safe, you know, not throw a pick. That's probably the worst thing we could do here. And, no, we could not catch up to the ball. We almost pinned him at the 1. O.J. Mudia, though, a little slow. And they now start at the 20. Big gain there. As Julian Edelman gets inside the 15, they look to score here towards the end of the game. I've already made up my mind. If they do score and we get the ball back, I am not throwing the ball. I'm not risking an interception that will alter the game. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen because Johnson absolutely decks Julian Edelman and forces another fumble. It's cold out here. You got to understand the hit sticks are real, and that should seal the game. Big 3rd down. We should be able to get it with Melvin Gordon here. Just waiting the clock out till it hits 2, snapping it, and oh yeah, big play, and this game's over. Last play of the game here. Snap it as soon as it gets past 40 seconds. And that's going to do it. Melvin Gordon has 20 rushes for 102 yards and 3 touchdowns in this win. It was just a good win all around. And now we let the time tick down as we get out of here with the win in the wild card game against Bill Belichick's Tom Brady-less New England Patriots. It was just a good game, a safe game. We had no turnovers, and that's kind of the game plan when you're playing in the snow. Just protect the ball, keep it on the ground, and when you are going to throw it, keep it short. And you got to be happy as we go into the divisional game next week against either the Browns or the Chiefs. We'll check out the scoreboard here. They had more passing yards, but we had more rushing and way less giveaways, having 0 in the whole game. Huge, huge, huge game. We'll look at the team stats here. Drew Lock, of course, holding a 112.9 passer rating at 80% completion percentage, 142 yards and a touchdown. Exactly what you want. Melvin Gordon had 20 rushes for 120 yards and 3 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Melvin Gordon led us with 6 for 49. Judy had 4 for 34. Sutton had 1 for 18. Hamler had 2 for 16. Fant with 2 for 21. Hamler also had a receiving touchdown. We have a 1 sack, and it was by Moody. Defensively, Johnson and Davis led us with tackles with 10 and 11. TFLs, we had 3 from Miller, 1 from Phillips. Von Miller, Jarrell Casey had 2 sacks, 1 being a strip sack. We had a pick from Justin Simmons. We had 2 forced fumbles from Johnson, 1 from Marshall, and 1 from Casey. We had 1 recovery from Suggs and 1 from Kareem Jackson. In pass deflections, we had a 1 from Todd Davis, and that was about it. But yeah, huge game there from everyone. For the Patriots, it looks like they had Cam Newton. We held him to a 96.4 passer rating. James White only 6.4 yards per carry, pretty good. They had James White as their receiving leader and their only touchdown, 2 sacks given up. And they had no interceptions and no forced fumbles. So clean game all around for us, exactly what you want to see, especially out of such a young quarterback as we look at Von Miller's stats. But yeah, I mean, it was just, like I said, it was just a great game all around, and you can't be sad about it. We continue to push forward as we have a whole bunch of upgrades here. Melvin Gordon getting up to a 90 overall with the 2 morale boost, and that's also why we're playing really good right now, guys. I know you don't really think the Broncos, I mean, you might because you're Broncos fans, but if we're being completely honest, the Broncos aren't really like Super Bowl contenders this year. You know, they're looking to be in the future, but they're still young. They're a good team. I think they can make the playoffs, but they're nothing special. quite yet, and we're just playing so good because we hit a streak in the middle of the season that allows us to boost our morale so high, so everyone's playing better than they are. And we might move Trey Marshall down to middle linebacker. I mean, he's been having a good season here in middle linebacker with a couple picks, and you can't be too mad about it as we advance the week to see who we play, and we'll also check out who won last week as we play the Los Angeles Chargers. The team we're 0-2 against this year. The rematch game is Jimmy G, Melvin Gordon Johnson, and Mac win the accolades for the week. So we did not play either the Chiefs or the Browns. I don't know why the game showed us that. We'll check out the playoff schedule last week to see who won. Looks like we beat the Patriots by 23. The Chiefs beat the Browns by a touchdown. The Chargers beat the Bengals by a field goal. 49ers blew out the Bears by 35. The Giants beat the Bucks by 3. And Seattle falls to Dallas by 14, which forces the divisional playoff games of Colts, Chiefs, Packers, Seahawks, Broncos, Chargers, and 49ers, Giants. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we got Chiefs, Chargers, Packers, Giants. Packers, 49ers. I honestly don't think we'll beat the Chargers. We just had so much trouble containing Justin Herbert. But, hey, if we're going to ever beat them, it's going to be now. This is the game that matters. We might have lost both divisional matches, but this is the game that's going to show us who really is the better team in the division. We're going to get set for it, do the upgrades. I want to check and see if they have changed the DPOY. I don't know if they did. They still didn't. I don't think they can. So that is unfortunately the yearly awards. I think they get completely finalized in the Super Bowl weekend, but we will see. So yeah, that is gonna do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please like button down below. Let me know that you guys are enjoying the series just as much as I am. We need the hype in the comments for the Chargers. I want to see all of your guys' hype because this is the biggest game of the season yet. And remember, 10 likes, and you guys will see if we beat them tomorrow. Hit that threshold and hit it fast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.